Okay, I'm just going to start rolling and hope for the best. Hello everyone, thanks for watching. I'm not sure what the angle is like there. I'll probably find out when I finish recording. I am very new at this, and I'm doing my best, so I hope it comes out okay. I'd like to upload. The purpose of the video today, it's only a quick one hopefully, but it's literally just to explain what I do for my rat hammocks. I just so happen to be making a hammock right now, so I thought I'd set up the camera and show you guys what I'm up to. So yeah, first things first, I've got some pillowcases here. You could use any old clothes, any old linen. Certain, you want to avoid certain things. Like these aren't great, to be honest, because they tend to string off a little bit, but I know I can get away with it. I pull off the excess. The only thing with that is if you've got too much of that, there's a danger of the rats getting tangled in their bedding, and you don't want that. So yeah, I've got a nice clean piece here that I've cut down to size. So you start off with your materials, whatever that is. I like to use old clothes or old bedding, things like that. So this is what I've cut down to size. I'll cut it down, depends on what I need. Rocky, on your bed. On your bed. Good boy. Rocky's roaming around because he knows I've got the rats out. So I don't know if you can see that very well, but I've put some holes in each corner of the piece of cloth. And what I'm going to do with that is thread some string through the holes, and that'll make a bit of a tie knot. So we're going to tie off each end. I'll try not to ramble on too much, I am sorry, but I don't know, maybe the talking's a good thing. Really not too sure. But yeah, so kind of plop it in, do a good knot. There's one done, that's great. So that what that gives you now is two separate pieces. So you can easily attach that to the inside of your cage. So I do all four corners, and then yeah, pop it in, see position it, see where you want it. I do that before I start cutting up. I can pretty much eye up the size now of what I need. When you first start out doing this, it might be a bit hard. You might want to experiment a little bit and fool around, and you might get things wrong. The knots might come undone. That used to happen a lot with me. Also, the rats sometimes are drawn to certain knots, especially if you use, like, I used to use elastic bands, which was a really bad idea, because they chew right through them. So I learned that very quickly, not to use elastic bands. This is just like twine, garden string or something, which again they're drawn to it. So I try and do a kind of knot that they can't get to really, so I'll double knot it sometimes, fold it over itself, and then there's no rope showing by the time it's tied into the cage. So this will only, this will go down in size as well. You'll see when it's finished now. You'll start off with a big piece of cloth, and by the time you've tied your ropes into it, depending on how far you've gone in on the corner, you may end up with a really small but strong hammock. This one, I change my hammocks near enough every cleaning. So once a week, twice a week, depends. Sometimes they'll sleep in certain ones, they'll sleep and pee in certain ones, and they get dirty. So they get covered in fur or food. But yeah, that's the finished product. Hold it up. See, it's not perfect, it's a little bit. You can fix it up, you can pull it and tweak it. But yeah, that'll be a nice slim hammock, as you can see, and that will go in the small rat cage next to me, which is only a temp cage as well. So, you know, if I wanted to make a hammock for the bigger cage, it's the exact same process, except I'd use a larger piece. Basically, I'd use a larger piece and measure it up, decide where I'm going to put it. And do you know, I haven't let the rats out while I've been chatting the whole time, and I could have done. I'm sure they'll come out. But yeah, well, I could maybe get another one on the go. You know, I did plan on only making this, I don't know, a 2-minute quick video. But I quite enjoy making the longer videos as well. It means I can go into a bit more detail about things, and we can watch the rats as well, so that's quite good. So here's a really large piece. Yeah, completely disappeared, boo. Right. And yeah, this is an old pillowcase, you know, and it's perfectly good to use for the rats. So I'll chop it up, you know, get your skizzers out, your scissors. And you can be as slow or as quick as you like, you know. Some bits are easier to cook than others, but there's another piece. Okie dokie. I do hope this comes out, because I'm going to have to check the footage after I've been filming. I'm filming with the digital camera today, and it's on the tripod, so you know, I'm not too used to that. Most of the time I'm using the phone. I'd like to start getting into it and do it a bit better, give you a bit more quality footage if I can, so I'm trying it this way. So we've got Leche out. At the moment I can, there she is, yeah, I can feel her roaming around. Yeah, these rats are so friendly. Leche, you know, she's got to be over a year old now, she's got to be. So she may, you know, she's got a year or two left in her, hopefully. Maybe she's looking quite healthy. She's not showing any signs of slowing down yet. She's actually gained a little bit of weight recently, which is good. But yeah, she does suffer with her eyes, and she always has. And I think that's what makes her like really docile as well, because she can't see very well. So it just depends on like smells, sounds, touch. It depends a lot on that. And she recognises me straight away. She knows my hand, she knows my smell, and she knows it's safe to come to me. So she's very friendly, but she was never skittish. She was from a pet shop. You know, she wasn't from a pet shop, and they're not always great from pet shops, unfortunately. You know, a lot of the time they can be skittish, and I try not to buy from pet shops if I can help it. But she was an exception, and a great exception. Yeah, and I'd recommend like albino rats for that reason. You know, if you're a beginner with rats, excuse me, especially, I think the albino or albino, however you would like to pronounce it, yeah, they're just a little bit more docile, a little bit more relaxed, I'd say, a little bit easier to train, a little bit easier to handle, and get friendly. You know, you're going to get a really friendly rat most of the time. You know, I would say obviously the albinos. Whereas as you can see, Betty, I don't know if you can see her actually, she's in the background. Betty, come here. Betty, come on, good girl. See, they do come to their names, they're very clever. But Betty is a little bit more skittish. Out of the three girls that I've got, she's like the most skittish. But she's clever, she's just very clever, she's very smart, she's very aware, and she knows there's a dog in the room, you know. So I'm really proud of them all just for even, you know, coming out and trusting me at all really around the dog, so come on. But yeah, she's like ready to run at any minute. But yeah, we'll try and calm her down. Hello, Betty. Oh yeah, we used to do this game, didn't we? Hey, do you want to go down? Yeah, just run up and down my arms and collect a little treat. I've actually got treats with me. So, yeah, can't think today, can I? Hey, Jay. Here's Leche. It's got a bowl of peas, classic. Always go with peas. For guaranteed results, yeah. They'll come over for a pea anytime. Fresh, frozen, dried. They love peas. There you go, there's Tiny. I'll give Tiny a pea. And let's see if Betty will come and take another one. Come on, Betty. Yeah, they all know their names individually, which I found fascinating, astounding when I first kept rats. And I realised, oh my gosh, they actually know their individual names. You can call them individually, they'll respond, they'll come to you, you know. After so long, you can have them doing all kinds of tricks. So it just depends on how much time you put into them. But yeah, they're so rewarding. So rewarding. Leche's so cute, you know, she makes me melt. She's adorable. Hello guys. So now I've given them a couple of peas that, you know, they're more interested. Ooh, what's going on here? Hello, come on Tiny. Yeah, and you, like I say, you've got to be patient. Let them come to you. I've got some broccoli now. Hey, that's the string, you're not having that. Rocky, sit. Sit, good boy. You're tiny. So just defrosted this broccoli, I run it under some water, some warm water, for it to defrost. I'm not sure if they're a fan of it. I think Leche is. Betty seems to be. Betty. And even Rocky will take a bit of broccoli sometimes. I've mixed it into his food. But the peas are certainly the favourites. And I've also got a little bit of corned beef out for Rocky. For sitting there like a good boy. Oh, you're going to catch? Yeah, always a good boy. Right, I won't spin you around to see Rocky today. I might call him over though. We'll see. See how it goes. Hello Betty. Yeah, so if you sit with your rats like this and have an open cage next to you somehow, that's just a recipe for success. You know, they're gonna come to you, and if you've got treats, even if you haven't got treats, but if you've got treats, they're gonna be your best friends. You know, it'll only take a few days of doing this before they completely trust you. They'll be climbing on your hand. You won't have to go in and ask them to come out. They will come out for you. So yeah, it's just something to note. I'm sorry Betty's hiding in the background. Hello. I've kind of slowed down on the breed, on the training and the breeding, everything really with the reptiles. I've kind of slowed down with the pets in general just since getting a dog. You know, and keeping it to a bare minimum if I can, just so I can share my time with all of the animals individually. You know, because it's not fair, is it? If you've got too many pets, you can't be spending enough time with them all individually, and it is hard. I totally understand, I totally get it. But yeah, we let things slip, but I'm trying not to do that with these guys, as you can see. So get them out like twice, 3 times a week. Only like this now on the sofa, whereas like I used to just let the rats free roam. But not since having a dog. No, gotta take it slow. Oh, you guys, you're making a mess. Hey, yeah. Are you stashing all that? Are you stashing all that? I think they're stashing it. You know, do your rats do this? Do they stash their food? Leave a little comment. By the way, if you're on Instagram, I've got lots of photos on there that I'm really proud of all my animals in the past, like reptiles. I've got lizards, snakes, invertebrates, lots of like odd random animals that I may have found or come across outside. You know, so I'm trying to share that out. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's sleepyweasel21. That'd be great. Give us a little follow. Yeah. Awesome. Hello, Tiny. It's got a few little like bits and bobs out here. Now it's completely safe just to have the scissors on the sofa. I am thinking about it constantly. If they were to go near them, or if there was any danger there with the scissors, you know, I'd take them away. But there's no danger. Most of the time, they'll leave everything alone, or just have a little play in it, especially if it's something like this. But I'm going to pop the treats back in the bowl and cut a few more holes out here. But you've seen this process now, so I'm probably not going to show you the end of this. I'm going to start putting them in the cage. I might show you that process next time or another time. But yeah, I'm probably going to end the video soon. Hello. You love to be tickled, a little tickle, and then just leave them and they'll bounce around like little rabbits. Oh, where's Tiny? She's gone behind me. Right. Wanna say hello to the camera, Betty? Hello. Oh, she's good. She is good. She's very clever, this rat, yeah. I wish I could, like I say, I've slowed down with the training and etc. But I'd love to be spending more time every day with them. God, I love channels like Shadow the Rat. They're amazing, you know, the tricks that the rats perform. God, there's a few channels actually that I like with the rodents online. I do watch them, but I'm not going to name them all. Aye. But yeah, I'm envious of channels like that where they, you know, they can spend the maximum time with their rats, have that much patience to be able to train them to do amazing things like popping a basketball in a basketball net. I think that's crazy. I think it's great. And I know they're capable of it, you know, I know they're capable of certain tricks. But of course it's all down to you, isn't it, as an owner, what you want your animals to be doing. If you're fit enough to be doing all that, you know, that's another thing. But you want to be enjoying them, that's what you want to be doing, yeah. And that means spending time with them, no matter what. Aye. Let's go for a few bits out here, like a little tube. And something like this will go in a cage. I'll tie it in. It'll last for ages. So I'm going to end the video there if it hasn't ended already. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time. I hope you learned something. And yeah, Merry Christmas everybody as well. It's that time of year. Peace out.